She sticks it in my face. I swat it away. She sticks it in my face. I swat it away. It's almost like she thinks I enjoy it. But seeing how much fun she gets out of it, well, I guess it makes it all worth it. Humans.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in .1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Can you tell if these vegetables are being contaminated with bacteria that could cause paralysis? Listen, you can't see it either. Use different cutting boards so that the bacteria in raw meats and seafood and their juices doesn't touch prep surfaces for other foods like veggies. Raw food may contain bacteria that can make you very sick, or worse. Roughly 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year, but you can keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council.
And now, back to the Sports Jock, Wayne Gandy. Farewell to say today. Frosted Tips has married Rich. He found him a rich old lady and slayed her, and now he will be moving to Dallas and I guess milking cows and stuff in the state of Texas, right next to George Bush. Good morning to you, Guy Rawlings. We can no longer call him Frosted Tips now. He's back to Guy Rawlings.
From Oklahoma City.
From Oklahoma. It's Omaha, Nebraska.
Omaha, Nebraska. Okay.
Tips is retiring, man. You know, going back to TV, the little sports anchoring and reporting out at CBS in Dallas. Looking forward to it.
So you can get an up close and personal of Tony Can't Win a Game Romo.
You know, I'm trying to get on. What's the show with the show on, what was that, ABC, where they
J.R. Ewing?
No, Job Ideas with
Shark Tank.
Yes, I'm trying to get on Shark Tank.
I don't know what that is. What is Shark Tank?
It's like you have a business
do I
idea.
need to put that on my bucket list?
Put it on your list.
With Netflix
Put it
and
on your
McFlurries. I got to put...
you know, had I known that before this morning that Guy was leaving, we would have reenacted that scene from New Jack City, where Nino came in and stabbed Christopher Williams in the hand. Just for leaving, never like you know.
Welcome back to the Sports Jock Show. I'm the Sports Jock, Wayne Candy. That was us saying goodbye to our man Frosted Tips, Guy Rawlings. And this is us saying good morning to our good buddy for CBS, Guy Rawlings. We can't say Frosted Tips anymore. Guy, good morning to you, sir.
Can I do my mic check? I was a stone cold lover. You couldn't tell me Jack. Settling down with one girl, wasn't trying to hear that. I had Tanya, Tamika, Sharon, Karen, Tina, Stacy, Julie, Tracy. Used to love them, leave them, ease them, tease them, find them, lose them, also abuse them. Okay, I'm done.
Yo, son,
you want a battle, son?
No, I'm saying you don't want none of this for real, though. You don't want this. You ain't ready for all of this. You been gone too long, B.
Look at it. We got it.
No, we ain't gonna do it to you, son. Well, it's the last day of the year. We got Guy Rawlings. Yes, he's here. Back for one more time. You see on the Sports Jock JOC. Just a little bit, son. Just a little bit, son.
You're killing us,
Just a little bit, son. Just a little bit.
Guy, my first question to you, Guy, first of all, obviously you haven't found any ladies down there because you got a lot of time to make up raps.
Rapping about the girls he used to have.
But did you ever make it to Shark Tank, man?
No, did not make it to Shark Tank, but I'm having fun on CBS here in Dallas, and I'm anchoring. I've been anchoring a lot, really, because everybody else is taking vacation. So I'm the do boy right now, filling in every slot. So,
Okay.
especially when this Tony Romo stuff went down. Sports here is such a big deal. I led every newscast every evening last week when Tony Romo went down to injury. Then they were messing around saying if they were going to put him on an IR or if he was going to try to play on Sunday, and then it came out that the surgery he would have to have surgery, and so people were going crazy down here for Tony Romo.
And since you've been there to experience the Cowboy fan, tell me the difference between the Cowboy fan and the Atlanta Falcon fan.
I think it's like it's church then Cowboys.
Wow.
I mean, it's really it's second to religion. People here are really, really passionate about it. They're out there tailgating in the ice and snow before games. There was a huge ice storm the first weekend that I got here, and that was the Thanksgiving game, and it was crazy. People love the Cowboys here. People love and hate Tony Romo because they feel like they should be in some Super Bowls by now, and then 3 straight years of 8-8. People are obviously very, very frustrated, but I think overall, I think most people realistically didn't expect to win that game yesterday. It was just hopeful. They were just they believe in the Cowboys like they believe in God. You can't see them. Well, at least you can see the Cowboys.
You can't see him win.
But as far as winning Cowboys, I mean, you can't see them.
I saw Jesus at a Kanye West concert. What you mean I can't see him? but how is Jerry Jones viewed? And because I guess after Tony Romo's name, Jerry Jones' name is probably the next biggest in affiliation with the Cowboys, correct?
Yes, no doubt. It's interesting because he's so visible for an NFL owner. I mean, for example, last night after the game, before anybody else talked, Jerry comes out of the locker room, and we, as reporters, rush him and get his thoughts after the game and what's he going to do now? Who's he going to fire? Da 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 da. And no other owner really does that. They just they may go in the locker room and say, hey, guys, nice try. We'll see you in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
But since Jerry is the GM as well, he's usually the first person to talk after every game.
Really?
He has his own radio show every Monday morning, and it's very interesting. So yeah, people see. But for Jerry, it's all about the show. Win or lose, as long as he's got butts in seats, he's happy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously he'd rather win, and he seems to display a lot of pain when they lose. But the bottom line is he's making money, and but people are frustrated and they you hear a lot on the radio. How come the GM doesn't fire himself?
Yeah, that was just be my next question. Are they calling for his job? I mean, everybody wants to get Jason Garrett out of there. What is their take on him being not just the owner but the GM? Because you just said the GM only talked to you when the owner's son died or something. Like the GM never talked to me on a team,
right,
other than the day I signed the contract. He's like the quiet person, and you're saying that Jerry addresses the team.
Oh yeah. He addresses the team.
Wow.
He addresses the media. And the fans are blaming him for bad drafts, for several years of bad drafts. They're blaming him for losing a couple players. There are a couple of defensive linemen that he paid a lot of money to that came up with injuries all of a sudden and then got clipped here. And then our stars for the Bears, for example, and their defensive line. I can't remember the names. But, they feel like he doesn't make the best moves, as a general manager as far as the players on the team. And he overpays people that he seems to like versus, who he really needs to win.
Okay. So have you went to, because I've never been to the cathedral that Jerry calls his world. How is the stadium?
Yeah. It is huge. I got, the first time I went was Thanksgiving Day, and I got lost 3 times. It's
that's just because you was chasing some cowboy girl, some cheerleader, so you got derailed going the wrong way. But
follow your nose.
They say it's big, it's beautiful. What's the best part about it to you?
It's probably the screen. The screen is unbelievable. Just the size of the building is crazy, but because it's so big, the parking situation is so big. So if you're not a member of the media, you got to park, miles away. It's crazy. The place, and then for example, where they have the press box. Normally in most stadiums, the press box is on the 50, kind of halfway up the stadium. Our press box is in the corner of the end zone, looking across, kind of catty corner across the field. So we don't really have the best vantage point, and that's also where the TV guys, as far as the live TV guys are and the live radio guys are. So if the play happens on the other side of the field in the far corner, it's hard to see. But Jerry's idea about that is, hey, you know how much I can sell those 50-yard line seats for?
Yeah, I was just about to say, that's premium seating he has created.
Exactly.
Right.
So, but for example, at the down in at the Dolphin Stadium when I was down there, the seats are right there on the 50, so you can see everything pretty well.
Well, the end of 2013 is here, Guy. Real quickly, what would be your most memorable moment in sports in 2013?
That's a good question. There's a few. I mean, when my man broke his leg in the Final Four, that was good. That was interesting.
DeMarcus Ware.
Yeah, and then came back this year. I'm a Heat fan, so when the Heat won the championship again, that was interesting. So.
And those you forgot about those 2 Brazilians you introduced me to.
I guess what I was going to say was nothing in Atlanta sports was that interesting over the last year. Unfortunately.
I heard that. Well, we're going to have to get you back soon because Big Kenny, the whole interview, has been writing some lyrics.
You know I don't write them down, son. You know I don't write them down, son.
Well, Guy, we appreciate you calling in, man, and taking the time for us.
Anytime. Hit me up. Miss y'all, man.
You should have plenty of time with the Cowboys missing the playoffs. You have plenty of time on your hands.
Very true.
Guy Rawlings. Thank you, Guy. We'll be back. 888-926-7562 with more of the Sports Jock Show.
I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Now I slam it when I'm done and make sure it's broke. When I'm gone, no one gets.
Brew! 80 wings! Ice cold brew! Hot, hot!
Ooh, that was a heck of a sack.
Chicken wings? Ice cold brews? Bob, he might want to hit the showers and head to Hooters.
Hooters is your one-stop shop for food, fun, and fantasy football.
Get your very own fantasy football draft kit and keep up to the minute stats with Hooters' totally free Wi-Fi.
Great food, great fun, and your very own cheerleaders, the world-famous Hooters girls.
Hooters! Visit HootersDraftParty.com to book your party.
Your busy lifestyle demands performance. Energy drinks and shots can be an acquired taste and can cause jitters, crashes, and even stomach discomfort. The new 8-Hour Energy Patch is the natural, sugar and calorie-free alternative to energy drinks, shots, and even coffee. It's the only energy that sticks. Just 2 time-release patches will keep you going at work, the gym, or even a night out. No unpleasant taste, jitters, or crashes. For a 12-hour boost, just add another patch. For only 4 hours, use one. You're in charge. Visit 8hourenergy.com for more info and your free sample. Do not exceed 3 patches per day.
Can you tell if these vegetables are being contaminated with bacteria that could cause paralysis? Listen, you can't see it either. Use different cutting boards so that the bacteria in raw meats and seafood and their juices doesn't touch prep surfaces for other foods like veggies. Raw food may contain bacteria that can make you very sick, or worse. Roughly 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year, but you can keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council.
This is a guided meditation on parenting. Take this time to breathe deeply and close your eyes. Right now, you're completely in control. Unlike the time you and your son played basketball and you attempted to slam dunk, or when you tried removing those raccoons from the basement. Concentrate on the soothing sound of my voice. Release the memory of when you wrestled with that beehive in your son's treehouse. Let go of the time you thought that skunk was a cat, or when you pulled into the garage with your son's bike on top of the car. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you. For more information on how you can adopt, visit adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
And now, back to the Sports Jock, Wayne Gambs.
Candyland.
I have never known what they say in that song.
It's
I always figure I need to get on some drugs for me to understand.
I couldn't tell the difference between you and them. No, I was like, is that them live? Did they come in the studio? Yeah, you. I was going to say it's amazing that you said you never understood. Maybe you need to get on drugs to understand, when I've always known the words to this song. But maybe that's the point you're trying to make. You know what I'm saying? If you're on drugs, maybe you understand.
The lyric is, once I was in love,
and it was a gas. Soon found out he had a heart of glass. Seems like the real thing, but I was so blind.
There you go. There's the official lyric.
I mean, if y'all say so, man. You and Ray been on that hydrocodone drip. Y'all been on that hydrocodone drip.
For a long time. For a long time. You know, the only thing that's worse than not knowing the lyrics is not knowing the lyrics, having your own lyrics, and then finding out that's what they were saying. You know what I mean? Like, what he said, so it didn't have anything to do with, what did he just say, Marky? Candyland. It didn't have anything to do with Candyland, and you're so disappointed.
I know.
Like the Kenny Rogers song, Lucille. You picked a fine time to leave me, Lucille, with 4 hungry children and crops in the field. I used to think it said with 400 children. And I was thinking that's why he left Lucille, because the man couldn't take the pressure. And then I found out it was only 4 children, and then I was disappointed in him for walking out.
Man, y'all are crazy. Thank you, Guy Rawlins, for calling in. You probably at the hair salon. I'm probably headed there right after, but
Manny Petty time.
One of the interesting things that Guy had made a point of was saying Jerry Jones addressing the team. And I'm telling you, in all my games,
never.
If the GM, it was, first of all, the coach always spoke. We get in there, we say a prayer, the coach addressed the team. When the GM said something, it usually had to do with, like, the plane. No. Something like the plane is going to be late. So after you get dressed, just go to the lobby and wait. Or something like that, where a storm is supposed to come in Monday. So be aware of your phone or whatever we might call and switch some things around. It was more of true PSA housekeeping kind of things. Not good game, guys. No GM ever spoke like that.
Or this is a critical game. We're going to go out and
Yeah, and no other GM has a radio station, and no other GM is the first person to talk in the recap of the game. I mean, it just boggles my mind. You know, like he needs to fire himself.
I guess my bar for GMs had been Jerry Jones has been so vocal throughout his career as an owner, as a general manager, that I just assumed that all GMs were like that. It makes me feel like I missed an opportunity. I was walking once downtown Atlanta, walked past the restaurant, and standing out front having a conversation was Thomas Dimitrov. And I was going to walk up, hey, Big Kenny from the Sports Jock Show, can I get a comment on, it was right before the season started, and then I thought, well, we'll just get an opportunity to talk to him later because, of course, he's accessible and, you know, he's got a radio show and I'm sure he's going to be shooting ball in the park later on, but I didn't know that they did not communicate with the general public like that, and I feel like I missed an opportunity now. Jerry, you've got us confused on how this process actually works, sir.
I watched the game. If you told me the name, I probably would recognize it, but I only know about 4 or 5 GMs in the league because that's how anonymous they are. I know Ozzie Smith.
I mean, you don't even know what they look like half the time.
Yeah, they're just regular businessmen, numbers kind of guys, and you really, for him to be addressing the team, shows just how much influx he does have on this team as a whole. But real quickly,
and do you think that's part and parcel of why they bomb so terribly at the end of the season?
That's what I was telling Marky when we went to break, that how at some point the two jobs run together, owner and GM. You start making decisions, even Guy said, where you're signing guys because you like them. As a GM, you don't, you know, it's GMs that they do make hard decisions, that I do like you, but for whatever reason I have to let you go. But let's keep our tea time on Tuesday.
Right.
It's not like we're you know, it's not like we have to fall out as friends, but I do have to keep that line drawn. And even Guy was saying he gave some big contracts to guys that's not even there because he liked them. You know, so that's a slippery slope, and that's why all those jobs are usually the owner is the owner, the GM is the GM, and the coach is the coach. And even coaches that become GMs have hard time separating. That's why that's not always a great thing either.
And in professional football, I'm supposing it's not like it is with publicly traded companies. Like there's not a board that could get together and go, look, Jerry, you're out.
No.
Okay.
Not for the kind of power that he has.
Right.
You know, he probably has some other guys that are owners with him.
Right.
He's the majority, but they, you know, most of those guys are like, send me my check. They're really how many people were in the seats.
Right.
Kind of guys.
Right.
They don't even watch the game.
Right.
You said it was 100,000 seats in there and 98,000 of them was filled. Good for you there, Big Jerry.
Right.
High five.
I missed the game, though. I was in Bora Bora.
Right.
Who cares, you know? So, you know, a lot of teams are like that where some owners like a Jerry, I don't know how percentage-wise, or Al Davis, he owned like 52%, and then people own the other 48%. But,
right.
Him and Jerry are the two most vocal owners I've ever
So there's no getting
of.
together and voting him out. Mess around and get your final check.
That's what I'm saying, because you usually are in business with guys that really, like Guy saying, just care that the seats were filled.
Right.
8-8, I don't really care. 8-8, 2-10. Oh, we won the Super Bowl. I'm not coming to the ceremony. I need my check.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the Stiller owners. The whole family owns the team, but only 2 of them run the team.
Right.
The rest of them you might not ever see. All of them are named Art and Dan.
Right.
But no, that's what they do.
I know.
It's the craziest. They name.
I know.
Dan has Art, and then Art names his son Dan, and then Dan names his son Art, and then Art names his son Dan. So
that's
it's
really
like
how it is.
12 Dans, 30 Arts, you know, when it's so when you be sitting there like, man, Art Rooney owned the team a long time. You're right. Which Art? It's
Yeah.
It's a great thing though. It's cool.
It's like being around George Foreman's house.
Yeah, something like that.
Come here, George.
I saw an interview with George, I think it was the 4th, and he calls his father George and calls everyone else George. You know,
They all are
George, their name.
There's like
you know,
6 of them, right?
George Sr., and then there's George the 5th and George the... So.
Yeah, it's an odd way. But just to wrap up the NFL report, Denver over Oakland. Enough said. Peyton Manning breaking almost every record that you can, and why not against the Oakland Raiders? That's what they were put together to do for you to practice against.
Breaking
the Raiders. They got. Did they fire the Raider coach?
No, Mike Shanahan.
Yeah, I know Shanahan is gone.
I did not know that he was gone last night. They were saying he might be gone, but it has been done. It's not even 11 o'clock.
Nope.
Yes, it is. It ain't even noon.
Yeah. Some people are still having brunch, and Shanahan's packing it up.
Shanahan, Washington lost to the Giants 20-6. Mike Shanahan has been released. I think a lot of us expected that move. Who else got fired? Leslie Frazier for the Vikings, even though the Vikings beat Detroit yesterday. He has been let go. Black Monday, as they call it. And another job loss. One second. In this game, I'm expecting that Jim Schwartz, the head coach of the Lions, should be passing Shanahan in the hallway, because I don't know how all that money they spent, 7-9 season. It's time to let him go as well. And I know you people in Detroit don't want somebody else to lead the city, because there's not but 4 people there anyway.
Who's going to turn out the lights?
But he has to go. What game didn't we hit? Oh, one of the best games of the day. Got to get that in. Green Bay. Chicago. What a game.
What a game.
What a game now.
What a game.
What a game. Forget this is a fan of football game. This is
yes, it was.
I don't like the Packers or the Bears necessarily, but it was a fan of football, and it's just something about some guys. And there's a couple of guys, Kenny, Marky, I've always told you, 2 minutes left in the game, you do not want the ball in their hands. And Green Bay has one of those guys, Aaron Rodgers. He avoids the rush with a broken collarbone, finds the receiver. He found him because he never lost him. Yeah. He already knew, when I get around Julius Peppers, I saw you was open. That's why he went directly. If you watch the play, he didn't scan the field again to see if somebody was open. He ran around, he got in the way and threw the ball, and that's why he makes the big bucks. What a play, what a game. Very exciting to see how this playoffs work, because I think in football, like a lot of sports, that mystery of who may win, as you asked me, Marky, I really can't say
I know,
who's
neither
a
you or Big
decisive
Kenny was able to give me a direct answer.
a decisive champ. It's almost like I have to wait to see who plays who.
I know.
To see who may win. But we'll be right back with more of the Sports Jock Show. The 11 o'clock hour is coming, so you know we can use foul language in about 2 minutes. That and much, much more.
Hey, don't miss a show in 2014. Get the Sports Jock wake-up call at 9 a.m. Sign up at thesportsjoc.com.
More of the Sports Jock Show with Wayne Gandy coming up next.
This week's episode, Rattlesnake at the Pond.
Oh, Johnny, skipping rocks at the pond sure is fun. Hey, look, a moving stick. That ain't a stick. That's a rattlesnake. Sassy, we're in danger. Good idea, Sassy. Go get Mr. Gunderson. You will in a second, but first you'd like to tell us something we may not know about animal shelters in the United States? It's getting close, Sassy! Approximately 8 million pets enter shelters each year? The majority of which are in shelters because of owner-related issues that the animals have no control over? Sassy the rattlesnake! Save us, Sassy! What, Sassy? You wish you were videotaping this? Sassy!
Sassy is brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org. Remember, adopt.
Your busy lifestyle demands performance. Energy drinks and shots can be an acquired taste and can cause jitters, crashes, and even stomach discomfort. The new 8-Hour Energy Patch is the natural, sugar, and calorie-free alternative to energy drinks, shots, and even coffee. It's the only energy that sticks. Just 2 time-release patches will keep you going at work, the gym, or even a night out. No unpleasant taste, jitters, or crashes. For a 12-hour boost, just add another patch. For only 4 hours, use one. You're in charge. Visit 8hourenergy.com for more info and your free sample. Do not exceed 3 patches per day.
Ice cold brew!
That was a heck of a sack.
Chicken wings? Ice cold brews? You know, Bob, he might want to hit the showers and head to Hooters.
Hooters is your one-stop shop for food, fun, and fantasy football.
Get your very own fantasy football draft kit and keep up to the minute stats with Hooters totally free Wi-Fi.
Great food, great fun, and your very own cheerleaders, the world-famous Hooters girls.
Hooters! Visit HootersDraftParty.com to book your party.
Enough is enough! I have had it!
Why so serious?
And we hold the world ransom for...
Wayne Gandy.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Show me the...
Broadcasting live from the Armada FM studios in Atlanta, Georgia. This is the Sports Jock Show with Wayne Gandy.
Go shorty, it's your birthday. Go shorty, it's your birthday.
I know somebody's birthday right now, right now, right now, right now.
Welcome back to the Sports Jock Show. I'm the Sports Jock, Wayne Gandy. It's 11 o'clock. It's the foul language hour. We're going to start off with a little butthole. Just to start the hour off, we like to start with something controversy, and that is...
But what? I didn't hear you.
Butthole. But hold the phone.
I gotta.
I mean, you know, you have to make it. You got one?
I got a dirty word.
You got a dirty word?
Yeah.
Say it.
Breast.
Oh, there you go.
Is that a chicken breast?
Lady breast.
Are you abreast of this conversation?
Oh,
ooh, nice.
Well,
is it round?
Yeah.
Speaking of somebody that probably is holding their breast.
Besides Tony Romo.
It's that guy again. We had, you know, he I guess he just wants to talk to me one more time in 2013.
We should have a best of segment for this dude.
Jared
Ugh.
is on the line. Jared, if you don't know, if you haven't been listening to the show of this year, Jared is an Oakland Raider fan. He has an Oakland Raider tattoo. His car is black with silver interior. He only wears black clothes. What else do you have in your house, Oakland Raider, Jared?
What, Jared?
I was gonna do the everybody want heaven, but nobody wants dead.
Screwfest. The Screwfest have 2 Ed and 4 I.
Jared,
Mark for death. I love it. Mark for death quote.
Jared, have you fired your coach yet?
No, he's still hanging on. But I don't know. I thought you said for sure Gruden was coming back. I almost jumped out the window.
No,
don't do that to me this early in the morning, Jock. Don't do that to me this early.
The only reason I said that is because you always know when the coaches be like, "No, I would never coach again." After being out so long, they start. It's like
right.
The next quote is, "They just offered me, I couldn't refuse. It's a great time." But I don't know. John Gruden would be great for this job. The Raiders are 4-12. What pick do y'all have? Houston is on the clock for you Houston Texans fans. Y'all are on the clocks.
I think we might be 4 or 5, something like that.
4 or 5 in the draft in 2014.
Falcons got 6, is it?
I think they were 4, and it was like 5 teams that were like 4-12 or something like that.
I think the Falcons ended up in the 6th position.
So the Falcons have the 6th pick. The Raiders have the 4th pick. Houston Texans is on. Who do you think you should draft, Jared? Just real quickly.
If Clowney's available, we need some defensive help badly.
Jadeveon Clowney, he's probably somewhere praying, Lord, please don't let me go to Oakland. I know I've been.
But what do you
I know I've been getting too many speeding tickets, Lord. I know I've been a bad boy, but please don't let me go to the black
And
hole.
what do you think they should do?
I think you should find a brand name head coach, like a John Gruden, and I would go if Davion Clowney was around. I think it's always safe to go to DN and the offensive tackle, and y'all do need some defense. Peyton Manning is lighting you up for 35, 38 points every game, so that would be a good pick for you.
Well, the whole division in the playoffs, other than us, I think we have a long road ahead of us.
Yeah, it's a competitive division, and you got coaches out there, John Fox and Mike Shanahan. You got some good coaches in that division. Not Mike Shanahan, but Andy Reid for the Chiefs. Mike Shanahan might be your coach. I just thought about that.
He's looking for a job.
He's looking for a job. Yeah,
He's looking for a job. He kind of close up
maybe
that way,
that's why
Jared.
I said that. Made that mistake. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm thinking Mike Shanahan might be your coach out there.
Hey,
next
Jared, you might as well get on that commuter train and ride down to D.C. See, can't you catch up with him?
But Jared, we appreciate you calling in 2013, man. I appreciate it.
Have a good New Year's. Happy New Year's to all you guys.
Happy
man.
New Year, and I wish your Raiders success in 2014.
Thank you.
All right, that's our man Jared. Go, Big King.
Now, he hadn't been fired yet. We expect the Raiders coach to get fired.
Dennis Allen.
Dennis Allen. If he doesn't get fired, what do you think it would feel like to be a coach who had a decent team and got fired? You know what I'm saying? Like, wait, Dennis. Yeah. It's like you start snitching. Hey, but Dennis Allen still got his job. How did I get fired? You know what I mean? It's how do you take that?
Well, for him, it would just be that this was his first year. I think that's why the surprise out of Cleveland with Rob Chilzer. How do you say his name? Chudzinski. Because it was his first year. Usually, no matter where you go, you don't get fired after 1 year in coaching.
Unless you're with the Browns.
There's always exceptions to the rules.
You know.
So it'll be interesting to see who the Raiders and.
But
now that I think of it, if the Raiders fire Dennis Allen, it's probably their 8th coach.
Didn't
15 years? They changed coaches almost.
Wasn't it the Browns
years.
that got rid of Trent Richardson at the beginning of the year?
Yeah, they traded him to the Colts.
So they don't mind just
getting rid of everybody.
Yeah, they in the fire. They in the fire and spirit.
Because the new owner, he was part owner of the Steelers for a while.
Okay,
and
that's right.
He bought the team, so he's not gonna he's gonna have that no nonsense approach to trying to win and compete with his old rivalry in Pittsburgh.
And he's not named. What is the name? Art or.
No, he was just a friend, family friend. He was not one of the Art or Dan people in Pittsburgh. Real quickly, I did go out to the Jay-Z concert for you Jay-Z fans. Save your money.
Really?
Very disappointing.
Really?
Yeah. It was the most disappointing concert I've seen in 2013.
Oh, that's sad.
And what made it?
I saw Timberlake, I saw Drake, I saw Bruno Mars.
How was Timberlake?
Timberlake was good.
Yeah.
Solid performance. He hits the stage. He gives you about 2 hours and 10 minutes of full energy. Jay-Z hit the stage, and he seemed like he was doing a contractual obligation.
Oh, man, that's disappointing.
It was one of those kind of, I wanted him to write slave on the side of his cheek like Prince. Right. That's what he was doing. Like he just was giving the concert. It was the weakest of his of the concert, and the weakest of his. It was like my 4th time seeing him.
Is it your last time seeing him?
Yes.
I thought so.
Wow.
He would have to come back with somebody else that I'm interested in seeing. He couldn't just come back as
by
Jay-Z.
himself. Yeah.
I think it's interesting that so many people just hyped. Oh, Hove really turned up in Atlanta and all of that. Maybe people are easily impressed, but. You say the worst that you've seen
of his 4, and that's what I'm saying. I'm out. If I've been to 5 concerts, obviously,
right?
Yeah.
I like his music over the years, but this was the worst of them.
And how was Bruno Mars?
Great, excellent, A-.
Okay, what was the minus for?
Height.
he is a really
so wrong.
He is a really tiny dude.
He don't realize that.
When I was writing for the Soul Train Awards, and he was slated to give an award, and we actually had to use a lifter, a riser, like a box that he could stand on so that the female presenter he was standing next to wouldn't just dwarf him completely. So,
but other than that, it was an exciting show. Performance. It was movement, his horns, and he had his voice was great in the beginning, great at the end. Really enjoyed. Unexpectedly, I just happened to go there for my daughter's birthday.
Right.
I took her and really enjoyed it.
And you said Drake was good, solid too.
Yes. Okay. Gave him
B+.
B.
A B.
B plus.
Okay.
There you go.
Which is great for hip hop.
Right.
Concert.
Right.
Because it's not like you're gonna do a lot of dancing yourself.
Right.
JT, I would have given B plus as well.
Right.
So good performance. 2013 is ending. I thought we would just remind the notable deaths of 2013. Some of us have forgotten. Recently, Nelson Mandela, as we all know, 95 years old. In 2013, we lost Roger Ebert, the great movie critic. As we said a couple of weeks ago, Peter O'Toole, great actor, 81 years old. Baum Phillips, the father of Wade Phillips, the head coach of the Texans, at least for a couple of more days. 90 years old, Baum Phillips, legendary Houston Texan coach. Tom Clancy, writer, director Tom Clancy. Margaret Thatcher,
the Iron Lady.
The Iron Lady, Margaret Thatcher died. Paul Walker, as we all
know.
Paul Walker
I'll miss
died.
his eyes.
And Tony Soprano.
Yeah,
James
that
Kendall Feeney.
We forgot Tony.
Yeah.
I think to me, anybody that I left off, that would have been
Deacon Jones.
Deacon Jones.
And the boxer,
got murdered.
No, not that.
I mean, overdosed in the car.
No, not that dude. There was a boxer that got shot, and then there was. I'll have to look it up, but he was. He beat.
Toni Morrison out of AIDS. Is that what you're talking about?
No.
Toni Morrison of that died of AIDS did die in 2013.
Well, that's.
Oh, that's not.
No. Let's see here.
I guess I'll give y'all time to find out. We'll come back with something on a happier note. I just thought, some people.
Ken Norton.
Ken Norton.
I don't know. Maybe I don't like the words Ken and death in the same sentence, so
Ken
sort of blocked it out.
Norton. And our hearts go out to the Bobby Bowden family. His grandson passed away, 23 years old, in a car wreck. Actually down in my old neighborhood in Florida, Winter Haven, Florida. Second grandkid that Bobby has lost in car accidents. We'll be back with more of the Sports Jock Show. We'll do some birthdays on a happy note when we come back.
It's Wayne
Log on so you can see the Sports JOC, even Big Kenny.
Don't go away. More of the Sports Jock Show with Wayne Gandy is coming up next.
Ice cold brew.
Ooh, that was a heck of a sack.
Chicken wings? Ice cold brews? Bob, he might want to hit the showers and head to Hooters.
Hooters is your one-stop shop for food, fun, and fantasy football.
Get your very own fantasy football draft kit and keep up to the minute stats with Hooters' totally free Wi-Fi.
Great food, great fun, and your very own cheerleaders, the world-famous Hooters girls.
Visit HootersDraftParty.com to book your party.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait, hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait. Mom, what?
What? Hold
What'd you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand.
trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hey, over here.
What?
Right here in the back.
Where?
Over by the fence.
You? The bike?
Yeah, the bike. Right in the grass where the kids left me a while ago. You know how lonely it is being left day after day, not being able to cruise the reservation?
Pardon me?
Remember when you got me for the kids? You told them, "No, you kids go have fun, enjoy the outdoors, and be careful."
Yeah?
I really miss it, especially when they put that playing card in my spokes, and I made a really cool sound the faster we went. Well, could you get my tires a little air, dust off my seat, and remind the kids how fun I still am?
Okay. Oh, you are dusty.
Yeah, and I may need a couple of bolts tightened too. Now let's go.
As Native American parents and caregivers, our encouragement to healthy lifestyles for our kids is helping them get outside and play. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov/Indian Country. Brought to you by USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council.
The bullpen. Stick around to find out what's coming up next with the legendary Wayne Gandy.
Welcome back to the Sports Talk Show. I'm the Sports Talk Wayne Gandy. As we left, we were reading off the notable deaths of 2013, last week's birthdays that we want to jump on real quick, get out the way. Ryan Seacrest, 39 years old. Ricky Martin, remember Ricky Martin? I don't. 42 years old. Lee Daniels, 54 years old last week. Birthdays of actual birth, Christmas. Guys ladies and gentlemen that were born on Christmas. Jimmy Buffett, 67.
That's buffet.
Oh, I said it wrong? Has he come out the closet?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
He came off the porch.
Kenny the Snake Stabler, quarterback, 68 years old. Larry Zonka, 67. Ricky Henderson, maybe the greatest leadoff hitter of all time, and he would tell you so. 55. Sissy Spacek, 64.
Tell me, Clary.
Eric Gordon of the Clippers, 25. Demaryius Thomas of the Denver Broncos, 26. These are people whose birthday actually was on Christmas. And Annie Lennox. Which group?
Sweet Eurythmics.
Okay. Ray, find me some of that Eurythmics over there.
Dreams of me.
59 years old. A couple of more birthdays. Sean Payton, the head coach of the... There we go.
Instantly.
Masson Gill, you keep it on tap, huh?
Oh.
Everybody don't just have sweet dreams on tap, you know?
You ask and he delivers.
Let me get a little of that right there. Hot beat. We should rap on top of that. John Voight, 75 years old. Stan Lee. Never dying Stan Lee. I think he might be a
superhero.
Comic book superhero. 91 years old.
Because Stan Lee's been at it for a long
time, man. Stan Lee. James Blake, 34. Gayle King, 59. Michael Bourne, 31. Head coach Bill Self of Kansas, 51. Who else we had? Ted Danza, 66. Danny McBride, 37. He's always funny. Denzel Washington, 59. Jamal Charles of the Chiefs, 27. Carson Palmer, 34, and probably the biggest names, people that are actually born today, Big Kenny, their birthdays is today. Yellow Wolf. Oh, Yellow Wolf.
Yep.
I don't know. Yellow Wolf. Tyrese Gibson of the Bulls, 35. Layla Ali, 36. Heidi Fleiss. I don't see you get Heidi Fleiss a thumbs up over there, Massing. 48, the original pimp. Heidi Fleiss. Kenyon Martin, 36. LeBron James, 29 today. And the legendary, and no name is bigger in sports than Tiger Woods. His 38th birthday today.
Him and Heidi Fleiss, imagine that. I think it's interesting you said Gayle King is 59.
Yes, Gayle
And
King.
her being Oprah's best friend. Oprah's not 50 yet, is she?
Oprah should be about 58.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, she's okay, because my bad. I was thinking Oprah was a little younger than that. I was about to say, how did they become best friends?
Yeah, Oprah's like 50. That'll be 58.
No, Oprah is almost 60.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what 58 is.
Yeah, almost 60. Yeah.
No, she's actually, hold on. She's born in 54.
Do the math.
59.
59.
Boom,
Okay. Were they the same age? I thought there was an age gap. I was shows you how much I keep up with Oprah.
I left one out. Phil Spector had his 74th birthday.
Phil Spector.
I
would like to work with you. Hey, did you hear that? You hear that, Anime? Phil Spector want to work with Ike and Tina. Not both of you, just her.
Phil Spector, 74 years old. We were going down stories of the year. Nothing bigger. And Aaron Hernandez being arrested for murder. Do either one of you know where that case stands as of now?
He went to trial last week. He had a court date. It's still, something like this will. Remember last week when we did the story of the man who, after 6 years, was finally being sentenced.
But Sean Taylor's
right, for Sean Taylor. Who knows how long this will drag out? I know that his girlfriend is up on charges now because there was for hindering an investigation and that kind of thing.
One of his defense lawyers said yesterday we're confident he will be exonerated.
Well, we'll see how that ends, but nothing dominated the news more than that. When that happened, also NFL concussion settlement, $765 million was settled on, which is really chump change. When you think about it, 32 divided into 765 is about each owner giving up $24 million. Jerry spends that on ionized water, probably.
Probably.
So this is dropping a bucket, but it was the first of many cases to come, because as you can see, a lot of players are not just suing the NFL, they're suing their teams, their former teams, for funding, for concussions, and this will continue to affect the sport, not just for settlements, but parents' involvements, letting their kids play sports. Because I know if I was asked the question once, I was asked at least 30 times, if you had a son, would you let him play football? Hey, I want to pull you aside, and I always felt like, yeah, I would. I would just be more involved in making sure, like I said, the coach that's coaching him is not Tyrone from high school that was the great high school legend.
Right.
And actually a guy that actually went to the coaching clinic.
or the dude that tried out a lot of times in high school. Never actually made the team, but he was real.
Big Kenny, I know you remember this rap battle. Y'all had that rap battle over there. You need 30 seconds. You want me to count down? Oh, they got it. Oh, man. The last day of the year, y'all finally get something right. This was the
It had to happen. It had to happen sometime.
Here's the group that we had in the studio. We got to figure out where are they now.
Children's Manor. I follow them on Instagram and Twitter, and they performing New Year's Eve.
Oh, they driving?
They got I mean, they're 15, 16 years old. Of course, they're driving.
Driving people crazy on the road.
These dudes. But you ought to follow them on Instagram. For them to be so young, they indulge in quite a bit of adult activity.
Okay. Well, this is them laying the smack down on you.
Practice what you preach in the land of the disbelief. They can crucifix my body but can kill off. With a speak and I be intact. With a beat but these haters be acting foolish. I don't even know why they hate or why they be acting stupid. It's like to possess. Taking my time and I hope for the best. Cause I be living my life on the edge. Praying to God, facing my odds. Hoping never forsaking the records I left. Ha! Taking a breath, my trouble and devils, I'm packing my duffel, I see you in hell. Look in my eyes and I swear you can tell. Angels and demons attacking my body, I live in the cube in the back of my mind. And I'm taking my shots and I'm ready to climb and I'm not backing down cause I'm working the rise. I don't want to play these games with you, they twist and turn me up to the max, to the point where I back it up, laugh it up. We're taking our records from gold to platinum. All they can do is just see what happens. Life is an option, making this night. So I just press on every challenge, try to balance on the edge, in the middle of the mess, with this cross upon my chest, with this very last breath, I say.
Hold up. I got some.
You got some again?
I got some.
You want more of that?
I want some more. Here we go. Making your way in the world today. Take everything you got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't it like?
Making your way in the world today.
See, already.
Hot you got more John Blaze than that, son.
Hot lyrics.
More John Blaze than that, son.
It's more John Blaze,
It's more John Blaze.
It's more John Blaze. Did you see how I ripped that, though?
Oh, man.
Oh, son, that was... Oh, and then Mason Gill came in with the beat. Did you see? But did y'all see how I flowed that, though? Ain't nobody y'all just not recognizing. Y'all not recognizing, son.
It's irrecognizable.
Oh, that was a great moment, the rap battle. We did a lot of rapping on the show.
A lot of rapping.
And now
we're wrapping it up.
When we come back from break, Mason Gill say he caught us on tape doing an off sound check battle.
And see, now that's how all of the what do they call it?
Freestyle.
Well, I'm saying that you caught us when we weren't expecting it. That's how all the blackmail start. You see what I'm saying? That's how all the hey man, I got you saying this, and you like, hey, wait a minute, you can't put that out there. I got kids.
So we come back from break, we're gonna catch I don't really know what it is either. So it might be throwing myself under the bus, which is a new way. How do you do that? Just jump? Just jump under the bus yourself?
Trip and see next fall.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to break down the last couple of big stories of 2013, as we said. Happy New Year to yourself. Hopefully you'll make it the next 36 hours. When no bus hits you. But that and much more. 888-926-7562 as we come back from break.
Hey, yo, this is Method Man, the Hot Nickel, Johnny Blaze. Who will be the last person in 2013 to face the sports jock ocean? Find out in moments. The ocean is coming up on the sports. JOC.com.
Your busy lifestyle demands performance. Energy drinks and shots can be an acquired taste and can cause jitters, crashes, and even stomach discomfort. The new 8-Hour Energy Patch is the natural, sugar, and calorie-free alternative to energy drinks, shots, and even coffee. It's the only energy that sticks. Just 2 time-release patches will keep you going at work, the gym, or even a night out. No unpleasant taste, jitters, or crashes. For a 12-hour boost, just add another patch. For only 4 hours, use one. You're in charge. Visit 8hourenergy.com for more info and your free sample. Do not exceed 3 patches per day.
It's not always easy being a dad.
When's the fairy princess coming?
Any minute now. What? What do you mean she's not coming? But it's always worth it.
It's the fairy princess!
It is I, Grooves Zinklebell. The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
I know it's really you, Drew. I'm just pretending for the other kids.
Take time to be a dad today. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
This is Nnamdi Asamoah. I play football for the Philadelphia Eagles, but what I do off the field with United Way might be more important. I'm a volunteer tutor and mentor. Why? Because over 1 million kids a year drop out of school, and that's not okay. It takes 12 years to create a graduate, but it takes about the same time to create a dropout. And the difference between a child becoming one or the other could be me, or it could be you. Studies show that if we get to these kids earlier, their chances are better. And kids who read well by 3rd grade are more likely to graduate. So join me in United Way. Suit up and take the pledge. Become a volunteer reader, tutor, or mentor. Because when a child succeeds, we all succeed. Give, advocate, volunteer, live united. Take the pledge at unitedway.org. Brought to you by United Way, the Ad Council, and the National Football League.
You are a waste. A loser. Everyone hates you. Why don't you just stay in your car and keep driving? I'm serious. Drive until you run out of gas, then get out of your car and walk until you find someone who doesn't think you're dumber than bricks. Could take a while, but at least all that walking might burn a couple of calories.
You may not witness bullying like this every day. Your kids do. They want to help, but they don't know how. Visit stopbullying.gov to learn safe, simple ways your child can help stop bullying. Be more than a bystander at stopbullying.gov. A message from the Ad Council.
Now, it's time for the scoreboard, where we put a spin on life and sports and how they intermingle. On the Sports Jock Show with Wayne Gandy.
Welcome back to the Sports Talk Show. I'm the Sports Talk Wayne Gandy. It is December the 30th, the last live show of the Sports Talk Show in 2013. War Eagle. I just realized I hadn't said that in about an hour. Need to get that in there at least every hour. I haven't given y'all a funny story yet today. I know the conspiracy theorist probably has already been on this, but Helen Williams out of Charleston, South Carolina. Y'all get you some of that story? She beat a boyfriend up because he came back home without the beer.
Yeah.
Did y'all get y'all some of that? No, y'all missed that story?
A woman with her priorities.
She beat him with a ceramic squirrel. She hit him across the head a couple times, then stabbed him with the squirrel. They have arrested her. What kind of beer do y'all think he forgot?
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Crystal meth. The beer of champions. Is that coming beer? Crystal meth, the beer of champions. I mean, you can't tell the police when they show up what happened. I was mad at him because he didn't bring back the beer. You don't want to make it worse than it already is.
And it was in Kansas City, you know.
I figured the bag was light. I sent you out for 2 ounces, man. This ain't for the ounce, man.
And he tweaking like, I don't know what happened to it. What I'm amazed at, though, is how do you explain that when you get to the emergency room? What happened? I got stabbed by a knife? No, a squirrel. A squirrel stabbed you? You know what I'm saying? Because now you got to answer all the follow-up questions. A squirrel stabbed you, sir? No, she was holding a squirrel. She stabbed you with it. It was a ceramic squirrel. Oh, now it starts to make sense.
Yeah, so all you men, if you tell her name is Helen, you might want to go ahead on and leave. Helen Williams. 44 years old, too. She's not even old. That sounds like a crime of a 65-year-old, not a 44. Just get up and walk down there and get it yourself. Don't go to jail for
it's because
killing
the
a
stores
man.
were all closed on Christmas Eve, and she wanted a few brewskis.
Yeah.
And
that sounds.
Him at that squirrel before he came home.
I'm amazed at how Sports Jock equates that to a 65-year-old crime. What, like they
ceramic squirrels in your house? You think more older people,
right?
Than a 44-year-old usually doesn't have a ceramic squirrel that close,
just laying around.
Yeah, you just reach over like, let me slap you with my ceramic squirrel.
Do you think she went through other figurines like the unicorn? No, too pretty. The snow globe. No, I got that from Mom.
Yeah. The rhino. No, that unicorn.
Okay, here we go. This ceramic squirrel. I don't really like
hated this anyway.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and then she tried to tell the police too that he fell and cut himself
on the ceramic squirrel.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is crazy stuff.
That is a meth
Christmas.
Crime.
That's a meth crime.
That's a meth crime.
I heard that. Big Kenny, I told you they caught us on tape, but I think we're gonna jump into the weirdest. Which one do you have up first? The weirdest videos?
Come on, weirdness.
Marky, who, if you ever met her for like 7 minutes, you would realize that elevator does go up and down.
This whole segment would make sense.
This makes perfect sense to you.
If you met Marky in person, you would understand why we got this.
She's going to introduce me to the dwarf games and other
the
weird
world
sports.
Dwarf games.
The world dwarf games.
Not no local dwarf games.
No, this is worldwide.
Let's get some of
World Dwarf Games were held in the USA, with this year's competition proving to be the most popular in the history of the event. And there was success for Great Britain as they triumphed in a penalty shootout over America. Take note, Gerard Rooney and co. Winning a penalty shootout when the pressure is really on isn't too much of a tall order. Onwards and upwards now to the World Wife Carrying Championships, a competition which has been held in Finland since 1992. The 2013 event was won by Taisto Maitonen and Kristiina Happinen from Finland. Astonishingly, it is the 5th year running they've been crowned world champions in the sport, but will they be back next year?
Yes, of course we are here. I hope that we can practice all the winter for the next year. I hope so.
Our next destination is the village of Brockworth in the English Cotswolds. Thousands of people arrive in the small settlement every year to chase a block of cheese down a hill. Why? Who knows and who cares? But
Chase,
those are real.
First of all, there's no Americans in the World Wife Carrying Games.
Because
you can't carry an American woman.
Because she's far too large. And even the dude, where is he from? Norway?
Finland.
Look at him. Because I almost didn't even see his wife on him.
Freeze it right here. Freeze it right there. This is an attempt to drown his wife. Then he can't drown her, so he jumps over the big log hoping to hit her head and maybe knock her out. And that doesn't work, so he just goes ahead and he wins.
And how did you come up with that position would be the best way?
Because that's the closest she can get to drowning. and then when she goes...
I thought it was going to be like this.
Right, like a fireman's carry.
Like a fireman carry, not loop. You about to choke me, man.
Well,
that is fun.
He's hoping it.
Me. And I'm not even going to get on that dwarf thing because...
The soccer ball's up to their knees.
I do not need them people coming down here.
What are they going to do?
Oh, see, the little feet running is like priceless.
You know the commentator.
The fat calves with the little shoe is just... see, that's why I can't even go there, man.
You know who's commentating that game never says, "Look at the long strides."
Yeah. It's a tall order to play that game.
Oh, man. See, that's what I'm saying. We can't even get on that big. I'm not going to unleash you on them people, Big Ken.
Wait now. Please, don't deny me this in the last day of this year. I think that we should have a problem with the producer. This was held in the United States. Why did we not have someone covering this? Why was someone not sent out to cover this? We should have had 2 or 3 of these people in the studio so they could hang their little feet over the seats, you know what I'm saying, and sit there and dangle and talk to us like, how did you, what got you into the games? Well, we were off to see the Wizard. This would have been hilarious had we gotten them in here.
Well, you know, there's going to be a 2014, so we can just cover that one.
Let's go cover that.
That can be our resolution, to not miss amazing events.
Man.
Such as that.
That is just priceless.
Look at him run. Look at him run.
No, that's not running.
For them that is Usain Bolt.
Can you imagine them coming through customs? Ma'am, what's in your luggage? My teammates.
Let's just discuss the long and short.
Oh, but Big Kenny, I told you, Massengill over there, I think this is a federal crime, though, to be recording us.
It is. And without our knowledge.
Without our knowledge. But he did catch us on one of our sound checks. Let's see what he found.
Lord Jesus.
1, 2, 3, 4, tu nella formica, la musica, la musica, la musica. La música, la música, la música, señoras y señores, es los Sports Jock Show con señor Wayne Gandhi.
Mic check, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2.
I came in the door. I said it before. I never let the mic magnetize me no more, but it's inviting me to rhyme. What you got, Kenny?
I can't hold back. I'm looking for the line turned off my coat, clearing my throat.
Until I hit the last note. All kind of ideas. I'm gonna write a what did it say? A rough rhyme after this one.
Like it took years to build.
Something like that. You're listening to Eric B. and the Rockeens. Try to rock the mic. I ain't no joke. I used to let the mic smoke. Nah,
slam it on the ground to make sure it's broke. When I'm gone, nobody gets on because I won't let nobody press up, mess up the scene I set. I used to stand in the crowd, think about it, wonder, damn. Think about it, and then I understand. I'm just an addict, addicted to music. Maybe it's a habit. I gotta use it, even if it's jazz or the choir.
Look at the intern, like, what are they talking about? What is this? What is this genre of music they're spewing on the microphone?
The funniest.
This is what they used to call hip hop.
The funniest.
I know they don't really do that right now. They say, "Fuck them, let me suck it."
And that's church
Let
rap.
me suck it. I got me a girl. Fuck them, let me suck it.
For Jesus, that's the church rap. You know, fuck them, let me suck it. For Jesus rap. The funniest thing happened to me.
For Jesus?
That's the for Jesus rap. Let me suck it because the devil is a b****.
I mean, that's what they do.
Yes, God.
Look, the funniest thing happened to me all week. My cousin has a 13-year-old son. Texts me a picture of him holding a 45 record, and he asked her, "Mommy, what is this?" And she said, "Baby, that's music on vinyl." He had never seen an actual vinyl record before.
Really? Wow.
I mean, 13 years old, he's from the...
He never heard that crackling.
None of that. And it was amazing to believe that some people don't even know that.
That was before you was born, though, yeah. It's okay. Stick around us. Hip hop wasn't just invented with 2 Chainz, I promise you.
I hold a microphone like a
grudge.
Via hold a record so the needle won't buzz.
No, that was Eric B. and Rakim.
You know that Jesus rap.
That's what our sound check sounds like around here.
And you know that Jesus rap is on 12-inch right now.
It is.
You can get that on Google Play and iTunes.
Jesus rap, man. Master Gill, you called us on that one now.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you have to sign a waiver.
A non-disclosure
We'll be
agreement.
back before the Sports Jock Show. The ocean has come upon us. That and much more. 888-926-7562.
Hey, who will be the last person in the 2013 to face the Sports Jocks Ocean? Find out in moments. The Ocean is coming up on the sportsjoc.com.
I came in the door, I said it before. I never let the mic magnetize me no more, but it's biting me, inviting me to rhyme.
Hey, there's my son.
Hey, Dad.
What's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Well, it's just sort of.
Hello, Dad.
Susan? Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and maybe see some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
In 50 feet, turn left. Why are you driving so slowly?
After a few drinks, I'm taking it slow.
Well, you're not fooling the cop behind you.
What?
Get ready to pay in 0.1 miles.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Me, a cat, moving in with a new human. It took a little getting used to. She has these weird games she likes to play, like this giant feather. She sticks it in my face. I swat it away. She sticks it in my face. I swat it away. It's almost like she thinks I enjoy it. But seeing how much fun she gets out of it, well, I guess it makes it all worth it. Humans.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
Here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a pep talk that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You can improve your future. Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up! Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and for free classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education, brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Your busy lifestyle demands performance. Energy drinks and shots can be an acquired taste and can cause jitters, crashes, and even stomach discomfort. The new 8-Hour Energy Patch is the natural, sugar, and calorie-free alternative to energy drinks, shots, and even coffee. It's the only energy that sticks. Just 2 time-release patches will keep you going at work, the gym, or even a night out. No unpleasant taste, jitters, or crashes. For a 12-hour boost, just add another patch. For